Imagine waking up one day and feeling like a third of your life is missing. Imagine waking up one day and feeling like a third of your life is missing. Your memories, once vivid, have fallen away like autumn leaves. You walk through a house and ask yourself, is this my home or am I staying with someone? A face looks familiar, but you don't know why. A name hovers just beyond your reach. The people you once loved feel like strangers. And the most terrifying part? No one around you seems to notice that you're vanishing. This is not a horror story. This is what it feels like to live with dementia, a condition not just of memory loss, but of identity erosion. It's not the death of the body that comes first, but the death of the self. And that loss cuts deeper than any physical decline. The death we fear most, losing ourselves. All human beings need a story to know who they are. Think about how often we ask, what's his story? A story makes us feel anchored, real, and understandable. That story is identity, the thread that connects our past, our present, and our purpose. Dementia brutally severs that thread. 12 months ago, a man recalled not recognizing his own wife for a period of time. He had been there, inside that identity-free void. Without your memories, without context, without the people who remind you who you are left drifting. And there's no road back. It is a haunting, slow disappearance where the world keeps turning as if nothing has changed, except everything has. Why identity matters so much. If you struggle with identity, you will face social consequences. People relate to you through your identity. Who you are, what you believe in, how you behave. When that foundation crumbles, so do your relationships, your credibility, and your place in the world. So tonight, we're not just talking about memory. We're talking about identity, how it's formed, how it influences us, and how you can read it in others to better understand them in under 90 seconds. Let's break it down. The psychology of identity. Social identity theory. In the 1970s, psychologist Henri Tajfel developed the social identity theory, a powerful framework that helps us understand how we define ourselves and others. According to Tajfel, our identity is built on 3 pillars. Categorization. We divide the world into groups, by religion, profession, nationality, gender, age, status. These categories help us navigate the world and answer the question, where do I belong? Identification. We adopt roles and behaviors based on the categories we most associate with. These roles become our emotional armor: parent, leader, artist, survivor. We wear them to show the world who we are. Comparison. Once we've categorized and identified, we compare. We say, we are better than them, or, they are different from us. This, us versus them, mentality makes identity feel more real, but also more fragile, more easily threatened. In fact, studies show that people are 10 times more likely to favor someone they see as, in their group, over someone they perceive as, other. This psychological phenomenon has been used for everything from building loyalty, to justifying genocide. The 3 core identity types. To understand someone quickly, and powerfully, you need to know which of the 3 dominant identities they're operating from. Historical identity. This is rooted in the past. Your family, your upbringing, your traumas, your triumphs. It's shaped by what you've lived through and how you interpret those experiences. I've been through so much. I survived X. I was raised to believe Y. This is the identity therapists tap into to understand emotional patterns and generational wounds. Role-based identity. This is the mask you wear in society. It's the job title, the function, the responsibility. CEO, father, soldier, leader, survivor. People expect you to act a certain way when you're wearing this mask. As a manager, I always, or, as a father, I have to. This is the identity to engage in negotiations or leadership. Membership identity. This is about belonging to a culture, a religion, a movement, a generation. It's collective. It's tribal. People express this through community values and shared goals. In our culture, or, we believe in loyalty. This is the identity to activate when you're trying to build loyalty or motivate a group. How to hack identity using the IDEA formula. Now let's go deeper. Whether you're a coach, therapist, negotiator, or just want to build meaningful connection, here's how to leverage someone's identity with precision. Identify. Find out what identity they're expressing most. Are they referencing the past? Historical right-pointing arrow. Are they speaking from a professional or relational role? Right-pointing arrow. Role-based. Are they talking in terms of community or shared values? Right-pointing arrow. Membership. Pay attention to language, emotion, and repetition. Deepen. Reflect that identity back to them. Show them you see it and respect it. I really admire how deeply connected you are to your roots. That commitment to your team really stands out. You carry your role as a mentor with pride, and it shows. This builds immediate trust. Empower. Link that identity to their strengths. Use it to reframe a challenge as a natural extension of who they already are. You've overcome so much before. This is just another step in your story. Your team looks up to you. They'll follow your lead. Here, this decision reflects the best of your culture's values. Now you're not persuading them. You're aligning with their core. Align. Close the loop. Frame your message as a way for them to live that identity. If it's historical, use a story. If it's role-based, refer to leadership impact. If it's membership-based, tie it to community legacy. This action is what people like you, people with your strength, do. When identity is engaged, cognitive dissonance kicks in. If someone has already claimed an identity, it becomes psychologically painful to act in a way that contradicts it. So if you align your request with their identity, they'll want to agree. Why this matters in a world of disconnection. In a world obsessed with surface-level information, identity gives us depth. It tells us who we are beneath the noise. And when dementia strikes, or trauma, or loss, we are most afraid not of pain, but of losing that identity, that story. We're not just biological creatures. We are narrative beings. And when memory erodes, our story unravels. Learn to speak to the identity beneath the surface. So whether you're guiding someone through a negotiation, a healing process, or just trying to understand yourself, learn to speak to the identity beneath the surface. Because identity isn't just who we are. The only part of us that can't be replaced. It's the only part of us that can't be replaced.